Your resume may not be failing because it is bad. It may be failing because it sounds like every other AI-polished application in the pile. AI made applying faster. That helped job seekers who were tired, stuck, or applying after work. But it also created a new problem. When hundreds of people can produce clean resumes and polished cover letters in minutes, clean and polished no longer means memorable. Most people use AI to sound more professional. They ask it to rewrite their resume, improve their cover letter, or tailor their experience. The result is usually readable, but also safe. Safe language often removes the exact details that prove a real person did real work. A recruiter is not reading your application like a school essay. They are trying to answer a few fast questions. Can this person do the work? Have they done something similar? Do they understand this role? Is there enough proof to justify a call? AI is useful for structure. It can shorten a long paragraph, find repeated words, compare your resume to a job description, and help you explain experience more clearly. The mistake is letting it invent your voice, your priorities, and your proof. Here is what many AI applications sound like. I am a results-driven professional with strong communication skills and a passion for cross-functional collaboration. That sentence is not offensive. It is just invisible. It could belong to almost anyone in almost any role. Standing out does not mean sounding quirky. It means making the recruiter see a specific match between their problem and your evidence. Your application should feel like it was written for one role, by one person, with one clear reason to keep reading. There are 3 signals that still feel human in an AI-heavy application pile: specific constraints, quantified proof, and role-specific trade-offs. These signals are hard to fake well because they require context, judgment, and memory from your actual work. A specific constraint explains the real situation you worked inside. Maybe the team was understaffed. Maybe the system was old. Maybe the customer deadline could not move. Constraints matter because work is not performed in a perfect textbook environment. Weak version: manage customer support tickets. Stronger version: manage support tickets during a product migration while the team was down 2 people, keeping priority issues moving and documenting repeat problems for engineering. The stronger version gives the recruiter a real working scene. Quantified proof gives shape to your claim. You do not need perfect numbers for every bullet, but whenever possible, show scale, frequency, speed, money, volume, accuracy, customer impact, or team size. Numbers help the reader understand the size of your work. If you are trying to make your resume, LinkedIn profile, and interview answers sound more specific without sounding fake, subscribe. This channel is built for qualified job seekers who need clearer proof, not louder hype. Weak version: improved onboarding process. Stronger version: rebuilt the onboarding checklist for 6 recurring tasks, reducing repeated manager questions and helping new hires complete setup by the end of their first week. Even without a perfect percentage, the stronger version shows scope and outcome. Role-specific trade-offs show that you understand the job beneath the job description. Every role has tensions: speed versus accuracy, customer happiness versus policy, automation versus control, growth versus stability. When you name the trade-off, you sound like someone who has done the work. For a customer success role, do not only say you build relationships, say how you handle the tension between renewal goals and honest expectation setting. For an operations role, explain how you protect quality while removing extra steps. That is more convincing than another list of soft skills. Here is the balanced view. It is clear that AI has made applications easier to produce, and recruiters are dealing with more polished noise. But it is not safe to assume every rejection came from an AI detector. Most rejections still come from fit, timing, volume, or unclear proof. The weak workflow starts with the job description and asks AI to make you look perfect for it. That often creates a resume that mirrors the posting but does not prove anything. Recruiters can sense when the words match and the evidence feels thin. The stronger workflow starts with your evidence. First, collect your projects, problems, tools, results, constraints, and decisions. Then compare that evidence to the job. AI can help organize the match, but the raw material should come from your actual experience. Before using AI, read the job posting and identify the real hiring problem. Is the company trying to reduce customer churn, clean up messy reporting, launch faster, support a growing team, replace manual work? Your application gets stronger when it responds to that problem. Next, build a small evidence bank. Write down 5 to 8 examples from your work history. For each one, capture the situation, the constraint, the action you took, and the result. Do not polish yet. You are gathering facts before writing sentences. Now use AI as an editor, not a ghostwriter. Ask it to make your evidence clearer, shorter, and easier to scan. Do not ask it to make you sound impressive. Impressive often becomes vague. Ask it to preserve your details and remove filler. Try a prompt like this. Rewrite these resume bullets for clarity and relevance to this role. Keep only claims supported by my notes. Do not add tools, metrics, or responsibilities I did not provide. Make the wording concrete and easy for a recruiter to scan. The top third of your resume is where generic AI language does the most damage. Replace a broad summary with a focused positioning statement. Instead of experienced marketing professional, write something like marketing coordinator with 3 years supporting email campaigns, webinar operations, and sales enablement reporting. Weak summary. Dynamic project manager skilled in communication, leadership, and collaboration. Stronger summary. Project coordinator who has supported software rollout timelines, vendor follow-ups, and weekly status reporting for cross-functional teams. The second version gives the recruiter a job shape, not a personality cloud. For bullets, use a simple pattern. What you did, under what condition, and what changed because of it. This keeps your writing specific without making every line too long. If a bullet has no action, no context, and no result, AI polish will not save it. If a cover letter is required, do not let AI write a polite biography. Use it to connect 2 or 3 pieces of evidence to the role. The best short cover letters answer one question. Why does your background make sense for this specific opening? Weak version. I am excited to apply because your company is innovative and aligns with my values. Stronger version. I am interested because this role combines customer onboarding and process documentation, which matches my recent work rebuilding setup guides after a product change. Your LinkedIn profile should not repeat AI resume language in a friendlier tone. Use the headline and About section to show your work pattern. Say who you help, what problems you work on, and what evidence supports it. Specific beats polished here, too. A recruiter message should be short, but not empty. Do not write, I think I would be a great fit. Write, I noticed the role emphasizes billing cleanup and customer communication. I handled similar ticket patterns during a system change and would be glad to share details. AI can help you practice interviews, but be careful. If it gives you a perfect answer, do not memorize it. Use it to find the structure. Then add the real constraint, the real decision, and the real result. Human answers have texture. Never let AI add a tool you barely used, a metric you cannot explain, or a responsibility you did not own. That may get you past a screen, but it can collapse in an interview. A strong application prepares the next conversation. It does not create a trap. Yes, keywords matter because recruiters and systems search for role language, but stuffing every phrase into your resume makes you look less credible. Use the terms that are genuinely connected to your work, then prove them with examples. If you are changing careers, AI often makes your background sound too broad. Your job is to translate, not inflate. Show the shared problems between your old field and the target role. Reporting, customer communication, process improvement, compliance, scheduling, training, and analysis can travel across industries. Weak version. Teacher transitioning into project management with strong leadership skills. Stronger version. Former teacher with experience coordinating timelines, parent communication, student data tracking, and resource planning across multiple classes. Now targeting project coordinator roles that require organization and stakeholder follow-up. If you have a career gap, do not let AI hide it with vague language. Be clear and brief. Then move back to proof. You might say, after a caregiving break, I am returning to operations roles with recent Excel refreshers and prior experience managing vendor updates and weekly reports. One way to rise above generic applications is to attach or link to a small work sample when appropriate. A dashboard screenshot with private data removed, a writing sample, a project brief, a case study, or a process map can make your proof easier to believe. AI can help draft a referral request, but the reason must be yours. Do not ask someone to refer you because you are passionate. Ask because there is a concrete match. Mention the role, the specific overlap, and one proof point they can comfortably repeat. Mass applying feels productive because the number goes up, but if every application is shallow, you are mostly adding yourself to the noise. A better target is fewer applications with clearer fit, stronger proof, and faster follow-up where you can find a real person. Try this time split. Spend a few minutes checking basic fit. Spend more time finding the role problem and matching your evidence. Use AI near the end to tighten the wording. If AI is doing the thinking at the beginning, the application will probably sound generic. Before submitting, scan for red flags, too many adjectives, no numbers or scale, no constraints, no role-specific language, sentences that could fit any company, claims you cannot defend in an interview. If you find those, do not just rewrite, add evidence. The rule is simple. Use AI for clarity, never for personality replacement. Let it organize, shorten, compare, and polish. But your details, your decisions, your trade-offs, and your proof are what make the application feel real. If you want help making this practical, comment with the role you are targeting and the part of the application that feels hardest right now. Resume summary, bullets, cover letter, LinkedIn, recruiter message, or interview answers. Your question may become the next video.